Hey, what's up guys? This is Astranox. We have a lot of stuff in these patch notes. So I'm going to be starting off with the summary of the stream, and then I'll show you guys the patch notes, give you guys my thoughts along the way. I'll try to go through this as fast as possible. There is so many things to talk about. So Halloween side story, Blood and Roses. We got 3 new 4-star artifacts. Let me start with the first one here. Death. This has a 15% chance to detonate a bleed and burn effects if you're doing a single target attack. Okay, the chance is really low. I guess there's some ways this could work if you are lucky, but yeah. The Moon, this on a single attack, you got 15% chance to steal 1 buff from the enemy. So this is, yeah, it's interesting, right? You steal it, you have it for yourself. It's not on the enemy anymore, but it's only 15% chance. The Tower, fixed damage, 100 fixed damage to the target after attacking. Okay, that's interesting. Now, if it's fixed damage, is that pure damage? Okay, interesting. Now, you know, if the target has some insane defense, I don't think it works like that. I'm just like speculating. It has to be tested. Drop rate up for Haste and Rihanna and Luciella. To be honest, here, well, you don't actually need to summon for Rihanna and Luciella. It will show up in the powder shop. Now with the new system, you can just buy it for 240 powder of knowledge. So there's that. You don't have to chase for artifacts anymore. I'll talk about that in a minute. So Haste, we're still waiting for a buff for Haste. Yeah, it's been a long time. Maybe in November we'll have some buffs for Haste. That'd be pretty nice. And here it is. Exclusive equipment for Luna. So she's not getting buffed. She's getting exclusive equipment, which is buffing her. So we got 14% attack. That's really nice. And then the first skill increases the caster's combat units by 15% after using Infinity Slash, which is her skill number 1. The second one decreases the enemy's attack for 2 turns after using Ragna Spear. This is her skill number 3, which is on a 10-turn cooldown, and with skill 1 you can reduce the cooldown by 1 to 3 turns. It's random. So it's quite random, this hero, so you cannot reliably have, you know, attack break and defense break from her skill 3. She has to be, you know, sort of like lucky with her skill 1. If you keep getting the -1 turn cooldown instead of getting the -2 or 3 with skill 1, yeah, your runs might not be too consistent if you're relying on her for Wyvern, because debuffs is the name of the game in Wyvern, in especially the higher stages. And the third one grants an extra turn to the caster when the enemy is defeated by Ragna Spear. This is going to be really cool for PvP, of course, you know, one-shot the target and then, you know, deal a ton of damage or take out someone else with skill 1. So that's nice, right? So she's got stuff for PvE content, attack break. She's got stuff for PvP content, and you got, well, she can cycle faster with the first one. So I prefer the second and the third one, to be honest. Celine, exclusive equipment. Like, I was surprised this actually came this early on. It's actually pretty crazy. Crit chance up to 12%. This is huge, guys. 12%. That's a lot of stats out of this. And to be honest, like the stealth for 2 turns from the first one, you know, after you use blink, which is like it triggers when there's someone on the enemy team that uses a non-attack skill. Stealth is a big survivability increase for her. 2 turns too. That's quite powerful right there. It's going to be really annoying to deal with her. And when you are in stealth, you're taking 50% less damage from AoE attacks. The second skill, when using blink, damage dealt is increased by 10% and attacks the enemy with the highest attack. Are you kidding me? This thing is broken. This is overpowered. The second one for PvP, set her on your defense or you pick her in World Arena. My God, she will 100% chance go for the highest attacker on the enemy team. This is huge. This is huge. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't bring her versus a Kayron, you know, against the enemy team. So yeah, Thunderclap, damage dealt is increased by 10% when using the skill number 3. So yo, the second one is huge. The first one has definitely quite a few. Yeah, you can get some good usage out of the first one as well. But man, the second one, I'm gonna be trying her out with that. I'm gonna be showcasing her. It's gonna be great. Drop rate up for Luna and Draco Plate. So she's finally here, a limited hero, you know, Luna. Yeah, she didn't get buffed, but she's got, you know, those exclusive equipment. So yeah, way more usable now. Of course, PvP, PvE. Yeah, I want to showcase Luna. But first, I need to showcase top model Luluka tomorrow. So I'll be pulling her on my account number 1. I have maybe a bit over 140 chances. You know, I need to hit 201 to guarantee summon her. So I hope I can get her before that. If not, if I don't get her on account 1, I'm going to be summoning on account number 2. I do have enough for, you know, yeah, pitting her. So that's good. Okay, yeah, Assassin Sid, an amazing hero. You want to go first, you want to take out their, you know, whatever, so their CR pusher, a big threat. Assassin Sid is great, 128 base speed, and he also, you know, takes out their souls, so you can set him on your defense in Arena, Guild War, so it's such a great hero. You know, now we got a new boss in Expedition, right? Dark Elemental boss, Destructive Gigantes has arrived. Players can obtain the Reforging Materials Origin Shell. Starting from November, players can obtain 3 MolaGora as an Expedition Depot reward. This is huge. We can actually get more MolaGora. 3 per rotation, 3 per month. And the cool thing is that they stick it like in the middle. Like you only need 1,200 points. I mean, it's not 1,000, but it's much better than having it near the end. So props to them for doing that. You know, that's cool, because if you're just opening your expedition and sharing them in like on level 1, the easy difficulty with other players, and you don't even go in there, and you just do that throughout the month with free energy, you actually reach about the middle, like 1,000 points. Maybe you can reach 1,200. So if you start doing like harder difficulties, or if you do a bit more hunts, then you're gonna be able to reach that no problem. Very, very cool. I like that. And here it is, Destructive Gigantes is replacing Earth Boss, actually. The other 2, you know, Brutal Fierce, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and the Hopeless Simacus, yeah, these 2 are staying there. So for boss mechanics, we have, I took it from the stream, you know, you guys can theory craft in the comments section. I don't want to talk too much about it, but this boss looks pretty hard. Not gonna be a joke, that's for sure. And he destroys light heroes. Definitely don't bring light against this boss. And buff steal. You don't want to bring a team that is too reliant on buffs as well. And this ad, you cannot take it out, so that's gonna be quite rough, right? You cannot. I'll show you guys in a second here. This ad actually has invincibility, and you cannot remove it as well. So yeah, you can see it here. So yeah, you have to deal with this ad throughout the battle, and you need a knight in the front, guys. Don't bring any light hero in there, you're gonna get destroyed. So just a few tips, but I'll make a video covering this boss later on with you know, strategy and all that. So good luck to everyone attempting this boss, trying to get as many you know, damage in as possible, and in harder difficulties. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be really, really rough. So yeah. And more abilities, so many things that this boss can do, it's ridiculous. Artifact acquisition improvements, you can now buy artifacts from the banner, you know, 240 powder of knowledge. That's cool for limited artifacts, that's huge. You can buy it once only, but still you can use a bottle of knowledge to you know, limit break those artifacts more and more. You know, for every rotation you buy the ball of knowledge, so that's really nice. You don't need to chase for artifacts. Love it. Okay, 240 powder of knowledge is definitely not cheap, but for limited artifacts, definitely worth it, because, you know, chasing using thousands of Covenant bookmarks for just 1, if you're unlucky, just think about it. Think about it this way, like, oh my god, better buy it like this, because I don't want to spend like 1,000, you know, Covenant bookmarks, thousands of Covenant bookmarks. You know, there's a lot of horror stories about that. Artifact equipment information page, so now you can see like which heroes are using like what artifact, what set of gear they're actually using. So you know, you can quickly have an idea. You know, it's good for new players, have an idea of how to build a hero. So that's pretty nice, right? And this information is readily available, and you can just have it like right there in front of you. So it's nice. It doesn't mean that's the best setup. It's going to be the most popular setup. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. And for this is like on the test server, I believe. This is not actually the stats that are currently in you know, on live server, I believe. And now you can see the button is there in equipment manager. You can see it. It's like at the top middle part of the screen. It's on the right side of the warrior class icon. So you can access it there. Or you can access it from the hero rating. You can see at the bottom left, it's there as well, the usage statistics. And you can see it on artifacts as well. Usage statistics is there as well. And duplicate hero improvements. The coin shop, it's finally in the game. And if you're getting duplicate, RGB heroes, you're getting duplicate Moonlight heroes, then you can use the system to purchase, a hero that is in the rotation. Maybe you want to wait because you already have like Ruel of Light. She's going to be in the first rotation. And for RGB heroes, it's going to be Tenebria and Tywin. Personally, I'm going to go for Ruel of Light. I don't know for sure if I have enough duplicate token, but after playing for 2 years, because we're gonna have the 2-year anniversary in a second, I'll talk about that, and a lot of cool stuff gonna be happening. And yes, Ruel of Light, I'm pretty hyped about that, so I hope I can get her. And I'm gonna be waiting for on the other accounts for heroes I might not have, so I can showcase and have everyone on the 4 accounts. So that's really cool. And some stuff that is part of the coin shop. You can see here the rotation. It lasts for a month. And yeah, you got the hero, you got random item level 85 epic accessory, reforging material selection chest, MolaGora. But it's definitely best to just wait for a Moonlight hero that you don't have and that you really want. And that's like that chest here, that random item level 85 epic accessory chest. Like you could get really lucky and get something really good. You can refresh for free. Anyone can do that. But then when it comes down to purchasing, you can only get 1 out of the 3. So you can see the ring on the right side looking really good, right? But I've gotten so many pieces of gear. I know some players are worried about this, especially newer players. This looks like kind of pay to win too much, right? But if you think about it, like the gear really, the piece of gear is decided when you roll it. Like when you get a piece of gear, like it might look good, right? The speed is like just 2, it goes up to 5 speed initially. The defense could be 8%. Yeah, of course, it's really hard to get something like that by running hunts or crafting or equipment conversion. But still, when you roll it, it could be a complete pile of garbage. It could go in defense and get a bunch of low rolls. So yeah, you have to keep that in mind. I wouldn't be going and spending all my stuff in here. I would much rather get a Moonlight hero instead. So yeah, I just took the screenshot of the best stuff that I've seen during the stream. You can see this counter set chest is quite insane. It could roll badly, but of course it has great substats to begin with. So that's pretty overpowered, right? But you still have to roll properly. And then like it's not easy to get that stuff. This currency is the Moonlight currency for duplicate of Moonlight 4-star and 5-star. And this is the duplicate currency for RGB duplicate. So yes, this is much easier to obtain, especially for whales, players that triple S their heroes. Yeah, so they have this option, right? And they can, you can refresh like up to 30 times per month and just really go for the stuff that you feel like is just insane. Like that chest, okay, is really insane. But most of the time when they show us stuff, in hero previews, they just like end up having some of the like better luck in those scenarios. So it might be this type of situation because you can see you can roll some garbage like flat health, defense, low values or bad combinations of substats, or there's other ones that I didn't take a screenshot of. There's a lot of like flat main stats for stuff on the right side. So yeah, they probably went with best case scenario and they've done it like a few 100 times. So yeah, so event global server 2nd anniversary and Japan server 1st anniversary celebration. Look at this, man, 70 free summons. That's beautiful. 10 summons per day for 7 days. And also this is actually on the 5th of November, and buff and free unequip event starting on the 5th of November as well. And look at this login rewards. You got leaves, you got immunity set. Nice. I got some charms, artifact charms, 2 MolaGora, and is that a 4 to 5-star hero summoning ticket or a guarantee 5-star RGB hero ticket? Because they have the same icon, it's hard to tell, but we'll know later in the future announcement. Drop rate up for Melissa and Bloody Rose. It's rough. If you need if you're going for limited hero Luna, and especially if you went for Charles just before, which is much I much rather have Charles than Luna, to be honest. Even with the exclusive equipment that we know about Luna now, yes, I would have gone for Charles, even if I knew about the exclusive equipment, to be honest. Like, Charles will help you way more than Luna will. But waifu, so, you know, like, there's always that aspect. Melissa, you know, she's not limited. Bloody Rose, not the greatest of artifacts, so it could be a skip. But Melissa is very good, very, very good, you know, dealing with... she can take out 2 heroes quite easily, and she's got great survivability with immortality, part of her kit. She's a mage, she's got access to mage artifacts, so that's great. Tamarine! Tamarine! She is amazing. So if you are starting off in this game, you have the Covenant Bookmarks, go for Tamarine. She's going to be helping you out, especially in PvE content, not so much in PvP, but you can use her with Issaria in you know, arena offense. So yeah, Tamarine will help a lot throughout the game and make things a lot more simpler for you guys, you know, in the Abyss, in Hall of Trials, and in all sorts of PvE content. Automated Tower is too easy, but like Hell Raid, you know, Raid, a lot of high morale team composition using Tamarine, so very cool. Idol's Shear is a great artifact, but I wouldn't be chasing for artifact. And now this is part of the Halloween. We're moving on now. We have the specialty change of Doris. This is the Halloween like cutscene or like small movie that was posted on the official YouTube channel of Epic 7. And that's just like some screenshot that I took. That's really nice, Melissa here. And from further away, really like that moon right there, really cool. Okay, here it is, Magic Scholar Doris. Don't look at her arm. Too late now. I messed it up for you guys. They're gonna fix that in the next update. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm really hyped about Doris specialty change, because Doris is a hero that is always good. Always good. Her kit has always been really good. The issue is her speed is extremely low. It's 84 base speed, I believe, which is going to get increased from her you know, runes, from her specialty change. This is during her skill 3. Very nice. There it is. Okay, skill number 3, right? Light Curtain. So this thing dispel 1 debuff from an ally before recovering health and boosting combat units by 50%. Amount recovered is proportional to the ally's max health. What do I like here? Well, there's a rune for this that actually dispels 2 debuffs from an ally before healing. That's huge, guys. You can take care of unhealable, those annoying debuffs, before you actually heal. That's massive right there. Combat units increased by 50%. Love it. This is super helpful. You know, you have survivability in your team with Doris, and you also have, you know, some extra offense because you're boosting combat units of an ally. And the fact that this is healing the ally with the, you know, based on the ally's max health, I love that, because you can pair her with heroes, bruisers, tanky heroes, and you don't need to have that much health on her, so you can build more speed, you can build more effect resistance. Very nice. Some of the runes that she has, well, I'll show all of them. Faith rune, so 5 speed increase when it's max. That's good because of her 84 base speed. We got the health percentage rune, 10% max health. Very nice. And then we have effect resistance, 25% increase. Always super helpful for, you know, soul weavers, you know, tanky hero, especially a hero that can cleanse. That's actually very good. And everything's very nice here. Everything is extremely good for Doris. And this one, Prosperity Rune, this increased effect resistance of everyone in the group, including herself, by 5%. It's like Angelic Montmorency, and it does work for herself. And Mana Bullet, this is her skill 1. After skill up, it's 75% chance to decrease hit chance for 1 turn, so applies the debuff, and it goes up to 80% with the Guard Rune. Sacrifice Rune has a 100% chance to increase her combat units by 5% after using the skill 1. Okay, she's gonna be able to cycle faster, that's good. And the skill number 3 here, it is 100% chance to dispel 1 additional debuff from the target. This is so good. It makes a lot of scenarios much more simpler with Doris, because when you have a Seaside Bellona or just a hero that applies unhealable, if there's another debuff before that, then you're not going to be taking unhealable first, and especially like your cleanse before healing, that's so good. So good. And more runes, we got recovers health of all allies by 2% after being attacked by a dark elemental enemy. So that's a new type of mechanic right there. It does help. It's not massive, you know, but it's something. The Order rune has a 10% chance to increase defense of all allies by 1 turn after being attacked by a dark elemental enemy. Okay, this is like a low chance of triggering, but it's quite powerful. If you get lucky, getting a defense buff is actually pretty sweet. And this one here, that's very strong for herself. 100% chance to decrease damage suffered from a critical hit by 30% when attacked by a dark elemental enemy. Wow, for like Arbiter Vildred or just baiting dark elemental hero, a lot of big threats that are dark element, you can just bait them into her. You know, Guild War, Arena offense, gonna make things much simpler because she's getting damage reduction by 30% when she gets hit by a critical hit. Very, very good. Very good. And this is what she looks like in, well, at the table here. And that's some artwork. I decided to crop the arm because I'm gonna fix that. So real nice. So let me move on to the patch notes now. So the patch notes, guys, I talked about pretty much everything in here. So some stuff that were not part of the screenshots. This is the, you know, the coin shop for RGB and Moonlight duplicates. And I talked about this already. You know, let's just move on to like the side story, because there's a few things in there that I can show you guys, like the artwork. We got the loading screen here. Very nice, very nice. And this is going to be a 3-week side story. And expect some the usual rewards, right? Catalyst, the MolaGora, of course, very good. And here's the artifacts that you can use to boost your drop for event currency. You just need to limit break them, guys. You don't need to enhance those artifacts if you didn't know. So it takes a lot of charms to actually power them up. So don't make that mistake, because these artifacts are not worth powering up unless I'm missing something, but I doubt it. The artwork here, that's pretty cool setup going on here. It's different. And we also, well, from the shop, you need to get the MolaGora. You need to get the Covenant Bookmarks. That's huge. Get the artifact charms as well. Now, after I get those things, I go for the epic catalyst, and then I finally work on the rare catalysts. But in this case, you've got a limited pet for Halloween, intern Beth here, so you might want to grab that. And of course, before you get any of them on a long event, you need to buy the artifact that boosts the currency drop. Okay, you get that first, and then you wear that on whatever, like you're dog walking, a Phantasma, or you're powering up a new hero. Just set that artifact on whoever, and swapping it is free anyways. So yeah, get that first, and then you get, you know, MolaGora, you get the Covenant Bookmarks, you get the artifact charms, and then you get the epic catalyst. You know, the pet, of course, you could get that before the catalyst, and then you work on those. So yeah, that's usually how I proceed, right? And I talked about these artifacts already. I like the artwork on them, very nice. And what else do we have? Top model Luluka, I talked about her already in the last, you know, when they revealed ML Luluka. So I'll be pulling for her. Expect the showcase and the review of Luluka while I showcase her. Should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be doing some RTA. Hopefully she doesn't get banned too much. I hope it's not like a crazy amount of banning that they do against me. That would be sad, because that's been happening a lot. And yeah, I did give you guys my thoughts about her. Definitely super hyped about this hero. She's definitely gonna be changing things up in the meta, shaking things up. I mean, she just does so many things, you know, CR push, attack buff for herself, super crazy damage with skill 3, can, you know, 2-shot Tempest Siren with skill 1, with the soul burn. Super excited about trying that out. So Doris specialty change. You know, this hero, I definitely want to showcase her. She's going to be great, especially in PvE content, but you can use her in PvP as well. You know, offense for Guild War, especially baiting dark element against her. Going to be very easy to do that. And there's quite a few dark threats. So that's her skill number 3. Very nice, with like the Tree of Life going on. Liking that. And yes, definitely can get a lot of usage out of Doris if you decide to to build her, and I'm gonna be building her on account number 3 because I have a lot of bruisers on that account, very tanky heroes, and she heals based on the target's max health, so that's kind of perfect there. Yeah, she does have low base speed, but she's got some speed increase, she's got some cycling from Rune, and she's gonna cycle faster. So limited Luna here and Draco Plate. Yeah, I mean, Luna is great. She's limited. I mean, great. She's good. You know, limited hero with the exclusive equipment now. She can definitely see more usage. I will be showcasing her later on as well. Good luck to you guys trying to summon for her. Hopefully you don't join the 121 club. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, how did they add the exclusive equipment of Celine? What do you guys think about that? Like, I feel like she was already really good. Now she feels overpowered with those exclusive equipments. So it's great that Luna at least is getting that because she wasn't getting a buff, and we were sort of like asking for a buff for a long time now. And I mean, the crit chance too in that, so much value. This is going to be insane. Can't wait to showcase Celine with the exclusive equipment. It's going to be a lot of fun. Limited Halloween pet. I talked about there is the intern Beth, and there's another pet here, so you can get them during Halloween event from, well, you just use your adoption tickets, or you do your daily pet summon, maybe you get lucky. New expedition boss and rewards. I talked about this already. Should be pretty interesting. The MolaGora as the rewards, man, I love it. Only 1,200 points, that's great. And yeah, I talked about how to access the you know, hero sets that are used, mostly used, or artifacts that players like to wear. So I did talk about this and where you can access those from in the game. Very nice, you know, especially for newer players that are not too sure how to build their heroes. It can sort of like guide them a bit there. So, I mean, you cannot totally rely on that. This is how the majority of the player base actually gear their heroes, which might be like a pretty good indication, but it cannot be like accurate 100%, of course. But there's different ways to build heroes depending on the situation, where you're going to be using them and everything. It's yeah, you know, it's different, PvE and PvP content. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Well, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you loved it, well, consider subscribing to the channel. Good luck with all you do. I hope you guys don't join the 121 club or the 201 club for ML Luluka. So if I am missing something huge here, which I doubt because they didn't talk about those things in the stream summary, well, let us know. And also before I finish here, there for my people, you know, sticking around till the end, we got a new hunt reveal very soon on the official Epic 7 YouTube channel of Epic 7. So check that out. I'd like to talk about that later on as well. So that's going to be quite interesting. The Luna Landy buff is going to happen at the in the balance patch in November, so that's cool. And also the second anniversary events and you know, a bunch of goodies we're gonna be getting. That's really cool too. So yeah, check out my other videos showing up on the screen, and good luck with all you do. I'm Astranox. Peace out for now.